Hey parents, my name is Shannon and I'm with Fearless Readers. We are a virtual reading and spelling intervention company based out of San Antonio, but we do offer services nationwide. Today I wanted to take a second to talk to you about some of the most common dyslexia myths that we come across, whether it's in conversations with people who just really don't know much about dyslexia yet or are new to it, or even parents who are just starting their journey. So we hope this is helpful. If you are curious where we got this information from, it comes straight from our program developer, Susan Barton. So if you have further questions, I highly encourage you to go to her website and look at some of the content information that she has. It's all very, very helpful. The first myth I wanted to talk to you about is, drum roll please, this is a big one, dyslexia does not exist. Really? Are we really talking about dyslexia doesn't exist? I mean, there is 30 years of research behind dyslexia. I'm not even going to get into that one. Honestly, I feel like it's ridiculous. We would not be here today doing this video. I would not have a virtual intervention company if dyslexia didn't exist. So we're going to just move right along past that one. Dyslexia is rare. So if you consider 20% of the population to be rare, then sure, I guess dyslexia is very rare. But actually 1 in 5 people have dyslexia, and it tends to run in the family. So if you have a family member that has dyslexia, it is very likely that your child could end up having dyslexia as well. Dyslexia affects more boys than girls. That's not true. Dyslexia affects boys and girls equally. I think that it's often more common to diagnose dyslexia in boys than girls, just because of the way that boys and girls tend to cope with things. So girls tend to be a little bit more sneaky and try to cover things up. They pull into themselves, they're quieter, they come up with creative and crafty little ways of covering their struggles with dyslexia. Boys, on the other hand, they tend to act out. It's just a difference in the way that they are coping with it. So I think a lot of times dyslexia is spotted in the classroom in boys more often than girls. The next myth that we often hear is, oh, dyslexia, it's that thing where you see B and D backwards, right? Well, not necessarily. There's a lot more going on there. So I think sometimes parents will see their child read saw as was, and they'll think, oh, they're reversing it. And that's not entirely true. There's a lot more that's going on there. Sometimes it stems more from the fact that they're just isolating individual letters that they're recognizing and kind of putting together a word that makes sense. So not entirely true. The other thing that I want to point out is letter reversals and number reversals can be totally normal in young children. Sometimes that's just a developmental thing. It's normal to a point. So if you have a child that is ending first grade or after and they are still doing reversals, now that could be a sign of dyslexia, especially if it runs with some of the other common symptoms. And you can check out some of our other videos for more information about that. The last myth I wanted to cover is your child will outgrow dyslexia. Not at all true. Dyslexia is something that they will have for the rest of their life. It's all about empowering and educating them and getting the right intervention program in place so that way they can learn how to read. They may not ever love reading or do it very well, but knowing how to do it when they need to, that's the important thing. We also have another video that I highly encourage you to check out. It's all about how to talk to your child about their dyslexia. Hope that you find that helpful. If you find any of our content helpful that we discussed today, I highly encourage you to like and subscribe to our channel and like this video and check out more of our resources. Thanks for watching.